Here we go, back again with another match day preview, and yes, the games are coming thick and fast, and we welcome Leeds United up to the Stadium of Light and their travelling fans. Wish Leeds United fans a safe journey up to the Stadium of Light and a safe journey home, but hopefully this time with no points. But it's going to be bloody difficult because out of a possible 21 points, they have taken 19 in their last 7 games. So Daniel Farke's side is on absolute fire, yes. You know what it is? They were founded back in 1919. Ellen Road is where they play the games of football, and Daniel Farke is their head coach. Yes, coach. Daniel Farke is 47 years of age, and Daniel Farke he's been in charge of 22 games, he's won 13, he's drawn 6 and lost 3, so Daniel Farke is doing absolutely superb as head honcho in charge of Leeds United. Yes, he's a very sort of, what can we say, a big personality, Daniel Farke, isn't he? But you know, Daniel Farke today did come out and in his interview, Farke said that there's lots of injuries. There's lots of players moaning about flus and bugs and stuff. Jamie Shackleton is one of the players that's out with a hamstring injury, the midfielder. And also Patrick Bamford has missed a lot of training and wasn't playing last time out and may not be returned in time for Sunderland. And it depends how his session goes tonight. Sam Byron is another one out, a defender. And there's lots of people coming down with flus and moaning and twisting about this, that and the other. But they're an absolutely fantastic squad of players. They've got an amazing squad of players. Here is a few, just to start off with: Daniel James, Apadu, Kamara, Somerville, Rutter, Piro, absolutely on fire this Leeds team. Like I said, they beat Blackburn 2-0 away. Just gone. They beat Borough 3-2. They beat Swansea 3-1. They drew with Rotherham, which was a really bizarre, strange outcome considering the form they're in. And they beat Plymouth 2-1. They beat Leicester. Leicester took the scalp of Leicester, and Huddersfield 4-1. So a possible 21 points. Are getting 19 points. Absolutely on fire. Daniel Farke's side. Now, back to the Sunderland head coach situation. I did say Will Still was having an interview today. Apparently my source got it wrong. It was last Monday, but my sources said the word on the street or in around the camp is that the thing that's going against Will Still. Now, you wouldn't think that with the betting. Let's look at this betting here. Look at the betting. Will Still has come down to joint favourites, down to 3-1. 3-1 Will Still. 3-1 Hellberg. Sable is drifted to 4-1. Dodds is drifted out to 8-1. Reason being, Will Still has said that he wants to bring all of his backroom staff to the Stadium of Light if he is made head coach, which means there'll be nowhere for Dodds. And Speakman does not want to lose Dodds. So that is the stumbling block. Obviously, if Will Still was to come to Sunderland, he would have to probably keep Dodds there at the Stadium of Light as well. So watch this space. A lot of things happening at this moment in time in the bookies. For me, the bookies haven't got a clue, so we haven't got a Scooby-Doo. There's only Speakman and KLD actually know who they're going to be going for. I think, at the moment, we're just grasping at straws. A lot of ifs, buts and maybes. Frank Lampard. I don't want Frank Lampard. I really don't want Frank Lampard in charge of Sunderland. I don't want Dodds in charge of Sunderland, but I want Dodds to win while he's in charge of Sunderland, just to keep his job there, because he's a decent coach in the background, so keep his job there, for when we do get this new head coach in at Sunderland. But back to Leeds. Leeds United are absolutely flying on 41 points, only 7 points behind the in-form Ipswich Town in second place, with Leicester 1 point ahead of them in first place. 49 points Leicester, 48 Ipswich Town, 41 Leeds, and only 30 points Sunderland. Sunderland are down in 6th place. Look at the gap. The first 2 have gone. We're never going to catch them. It's not even Christmas. It's not even Christmas and the table's done and dusted. We'll never catch the top 2. 18 and 17 points is just a massive gap. Now, head-to-heads with Leeds. We've won 34, drawn 19, but we've lost 40. Leeds have the upper hand on Sunderland. We did play them in the FA Cup back in 2015, and it's 50 years, if my maths is right, since the last time we played Leeds in the FA Cup and won. So watch this space. I know stats don't mean nout. It's what happens at this moment in time. But yes, we did beat them back in 2015 in the FA Cup 1-0. When Patrick and Van Aanholt scored. The last time we played them was back in 2018. We did draw ones apiece. We lost back in 2017, 2-0. But we haven't played them since before that. Since 2015 was 2006 when we smashed them 3-0. So there we go. We're not too bad, but like I said before, stats mean now to the form that's happening now, and Leeds are on rampant form. But we are hitting. Are we hitting Leeds? Leeds fans, let me know down below in the comments. Are we hitting you good at this moment in time? Is it good to have a few? It's not good to have injury, but good to have the flu. Have that flu in your camp. A few players a bit down and under the weather. We might hit them at a good time. End of the day, I don't want to see anybody get injured, but they have got injuries. We've got injuries too. But if the players are under the weather with a bit of flu, then maybe not on firing all cylinders, not on top of the game. So it could be a good time to play Leeds United right now. Now, what is Leeds famous for, I hear you say? Fizzy Pop! They created Fizzy Pop back in 1767, yes. The oldest silent film was created in Leeds. The creator of Jelly Tots back in, I don't know, goddamn knows when they created Jelly Tots. On astronaut food, they created astronaut food back there in Leeds. Good place, isn't it? Clever place, Leeds. The world's oldest working railway station or railway line is in Leeds since 1758. And the very first Marks and Spencer's was opened in Leeds in 1884. So Leeds, very historic, and a lot of things happen in Leeds. It was like one of the main hubs back in the olden days. And I'm sure it still is now. I'm sure it's a good place to go and visit. So there we go. Like I said, it will be a difficult game. And Leeds fans coming up to the Stadium of Light, if you do watch this preview, don't bring any change. You will be searched going into the ground. The change, any monies, whether it's pound coins, £2 bits, will be taken off you, confiscated. Any vapes will be taken off you and confiscated and put in a box till after the game. So all coins will be taken from you going into the Stadium of Light, and will be given back to your club to give to a charity of their choice. So, spend your change before you get to the Stadium of Light, or whatever you want to do. have a drink, cup of tea, coffee, whatever it is. Just don't bring any change, and it saves you getting it taken or removed off you. Have £5 notes instead. There we go. So, Leeds fans, just a warning that you will be searched and you will have money confiscated and vapes off you entering into the Stadium of Light. Now, team news. Let's do a bit of teamage. Got sniffles. It's a bit of a wonky donkey today, isn't it? What the hell, man? Fuck off. Oops. That's better. There we go. So team news. Yes, team news. I apologise for my outburst. Team news. Who would you bring in? A lot of people want Pritchard to come into the club. Well, do we want Pritchard? I certainly do. I think Pritchard, for me, is a top-notch player, and especially with the experience against this absolutely fantastic on-fire Leeds, we do need some experience in the midfield. So Patterson, Hume, Ballard, 09, Huggins. A lot of people are saying Ballard was lucky to be on the pitch against that challenge. I didn't see the challenge on Josh Madger. I didn't see the challenge on Josh Madger. Was it deserving of a red card, or was it a yellow card? A lot of people say it should have been a red card. So I don't know. I've never seen it. But we do have Ballard. Ballard is absolutely on fire. He's one of our best players this season and scored that absolutely fantastic goal at the weekend. What a bullet header. Huggins has been absolutely amazing since he's come back. And he's an ex-Leeds player. Leeds. You let Huggins go, we've got him going. He's absolutely one of our best players at this moment in time in our side. Hume as well. Neil Ekwa. Pritchard for me comes back in. Adil drops to the bench. Job, well, at the end of the day, he scored A perfectly good goal, I think it was at the weekend, disallowed by a stupid linesman. Robertson Clark, well, would you bring in a striker? If they're fit, fair enough. I don't know if they're fit enough. But for me, I'd stick with Job. Pardon me. Stick with Job anyway. So people have got the score corrections. Score prediction. He's right. Yes. On Saturday were. And we'll get a big point into the big book of C. A point into the big book of C. Tim Cook. LRB5. Paul Crampton. Hacker. Michael Maccompassion, sorry. Michael MM, Susan Beaumont, Alex Stapleton, Jamie SFC, who was top of the table now, David Joblin, Gary Postel, and Thoughtful, and those will get a point in the big book of C for a chance to win a shirt. So if you've got the greatest sports noggin, if you think you're as clever as, me, leave your scores down below in the old score prediction and let me know your scores on the doors. Yes, what a game tomorrow. You know what it is, it's trying to be 2-1 again. It'll have a chance to be 2-1 again. I'm going to go for a 1-0 home win to Sunderland, yes. A sneaky Job winner late on after about 58 minutes, should we say. There we go. But Leeds, like I said, will be, I've got a feeling they're going to be under par tomorrow. I hope that doesn't bite me in the arse. And let me know, who do you want as Sunderland head coach? Have you seen the changes? It seems to be Hellberg and Still seem to be the ones coming to the forefront now, and everyone else drifting away. Higginbottom seems to be coming up in the betting as well. Higginbottom's down to 4-1. Personally, I think the bookies are just grasping at straws. They haven't got a clue. Yes, haven't got a clue. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the quick preview. Leave your score prediction down below, and hopefully we can beat a fluey Daniel Farker's Leeds United. So there we go. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. If I get any more information to do with the head coach situation, I'll pass it on to you as soon as possible. But like my source says, if Will Still's going to be head coach at Sunderland, he's going to bring all of his backroom staff. Would you want to keep Dodds at Sunderland if that's the case then? For me, yes, keep him there, gets on well with the team, seems to be doing a decent job, obviously not head coach, but, this one-to-one personal coach or whatever it is, so development coach, that's it. Keep him there, but Will Still, going to have to take him on board if Will Still is actually going to be head coach. So there we go. Well, actually, I might have a wander over tomorrow and have a look around over by the dugout and see whose faces are sitting in the crowd watching. I wonder if we could see someone behind the dugout. I wonder if there's going to be someone there, a famous face we could see. People saw Frank Lampard last weekend. I didn't see him. Did you see him? Did you really, or are you just trying to wind me up? Anyway, there we go. Good night. God bless me. God go with you. I've waffled on enough now. And we'll see you tomorrow night for the vlog at Wincy's Bar and Grill.